and that place is rocking tonight for a game between a team that's number 1 in the West and a team number 3 in the East. And what'd you make of what you saw and heard of this one?
Well, when the Warriors are connected, got energy, nobody can beat them.
Even without Klay Thompson
Even without, yeah, I mean, they still got 2 other nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Most countries don't have but one. And when they're fully engaged, nobody gonna beat them. Let's be realistic. And any team that they think is competitive, they turn it on. Like when they played the Nuggets a month ago, they're like, okay, y'all think y'all can beat us. We just come in and smack you in the face. So if they play in Toronto, Sixers, Boston, Milwaukee, their antennas are gonna be up.
Curry with 23 points in the first half, shooting 8 out of 11 from the floor. And you said we had a shot of him walking into the arena, and you said it looks like he's ready to do what? Who was it?
No, Charles said that.
Yeah,
Charles said that.
About Curry.
When you're about to kill. But you know, the one thing that typically when you're a Western Conference team, and there's very few Eastern Conference teams that you feel is a rival. You know, obviously all 3 of us have been on great teams that were trying to win championships or won, and you go, man, they're coming in. Very few times it's an Eastern team that you get this up for. But this is also the message to the league of how, not just the league, but also DeMarcus Cousins and Joel Embiid. Because this is a separation game to say, I am just as good as you now, even coming off this Achilles, Shaq. I think he's sending his personal message, trying to send it to Joel Embiid.
And we'll get to your breakdown on Cousins in a second. The American Express teammates mentioned that Klay Thompson, who was named to the All-Star team today, suffering with an illness tonight, so he's out. But Steph Curry, 23. Durant has 12 on 6 of 9 shooting. DeMarcus Cousins, 4 points in the first half, and 5 assists and a couple of rebounds. And I know this is what you were looking forward to watching Cousins and Embiid go at it.
Yeah, usually when you got 2 similar type big men going at it, you know, one tries to come, well, they both try to come out and dominate each other. But DeMarcus Cousins, he doesn't have to do that anymore. He's playing with, like Charles just said, 4 nuclear weapons. Make the easy play. Great pass right there. We always knew he was a great passing big man. Right here, this is what he does very well for a big guy. He's taking the charge.
He's a charge taker, then a blocker.
He knows that Joel Embiid going to put his head down, and right here, make a great play and make a great pass. The old DeMarcus Cousins would have probably tried to score 15, 20 points the first half, but he don't have to do that now. He got great players around him, real easy game, so his numbers are not going to be that big. But you still can do this every now and then. Go right by you and score, but he doesn't have to do it as much. So, you know, even though he has 4 points, not very impressive, but like Chuck said, when you got all those people around you, you ain't got to do nothing.
Man, the game is so easy when you play with great players. And I guarantee you.
But he had a very impactful 4 points. Like, this 4 points in his passing was impactful.
Well, you have 5 assists. That's
right.
That's good. But what's interesting, I bet you if you ask DeMarcus Cousins, he's never had that much space to play in.
No, and I'm nowhere near the player that DeMarcus Cousins was. But I remember averaging like 17 points with Sacramento. Then I got traded to, and I used to go home after the game, my knees would ache, my ankles ache, I was tired, and I got traded to Houston.
17 points?
17, at that point guard position. I'm still getting 10 assists, though. So at the point guard position is different. Then you get to Houston, and it was the easiest. I had to manage my energy because I had so much energy after games because playing with Akeem, you just get the easiest shots that you've ever had in your life. And that's what DeMarcus is going through.
Joel Embiid, 9 points, 10 rebounds in the first half. Ben Simmons named an All-Star for the first time today, and Simmons had 15 points in the first half, 5 rebounds and 3 assists, hit 5 out of 6 from the floor. Look into your crystal ball and tell me, how good can Ben Simmons be in this league as he's a first-time All-Star now?
Well, listen, if Ben Simmons learns to shoot the ball, he's going to be one of the best to ever do it. Like right now, he can be an All-Star, but you know, because there's levels. There's, first of all, everybody in the NBA can play. Everybody can play. The 12th guy on the bench was a hell of a college player. So then there's an All-Stars, then there's superstars. Until he learns to shoot the ball, I don't think he can be a superstar.
It's different. It's funny, Shaq, because we were just talking about Giannis.
And I knew you were going to bring that
It is different. It's a different thing because
different.
he can't dominate the paint like Giannis does.
And he's only 6'6". Giannis is 7'1".
And so,
but that's the difference.
Right, so he has to learn, but
sure.
Giannis doesn't have to learn it until later in his career, when his athleticism, he could take his time to learn that. With Ben Simmons, to be a superstar, will have to do that tomorrow.
And the thing is, he don't have to be Klay Thompson, Steve Kerr, Ray Allen. Because Magic Johnson was not a good shooter. He made himself a good shooter. Not a great shooter, a good shooter. Same thing with Michael Jordan. I don't think when Michael Jordan came into the league, we'd say he was a great shooter. And so, like, Ben can be a really good player, but if he learned to shoot the ball early, because right now teams don't even respect him.
Right.
At all. They just back off.
They just back off him.
60-53. Golden State has got the lead, looking for their 12th straight win. We're back with more on the American Express halftime report in just a second. LeBron is back. Highlights next.
Welcome to the American Express halftime report. American Express, the official card of the NBA.